Hi, East Texas. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. We're going to start with a look at the fog forecast for tonight. It does look like it's going to get foggy after that rain, of course, on Friday. A lot of moist soil, and then we have warmer air now flowing in over top of that damp ground. And so we should have a fair amount of fog, especially the deeper we get into the night. For instance, look at about 2:30 in the morning. You got visibilities that are sinking down to between 1 and 2 miles between Palestine, Jacksonville, Nacogdoches Center, over toward Jefferson and Gilmer. And then deeper into the night, we get into these darker reds, and these would be indicative of visibilities less than a half mile, in some instances about a quarter of a mile. So very, very dense fog in places across East Texas tonight. I would anticipate a dense fog advisory being issued for places such as Van Zandt County, Henderson County, Anderson County, Houston County, maybe even into Cherokee and parts of Smith County by tomorrow morning. It typically takes a few hours for that fog to dissipate, so we may be dealing with some thick fog right on through about 9 or even 10 o'clock in the morning. And you can see it becomes a blanket of fog and low clouds by about 7 a.m. Also, we'll throw in a 20% chance for a little mist or drizzle for at least the first part of the day tomorrow. Maybe a leftover shower as we head into the afternoon. As all of this fog sort of dissipates, we have just a little bit of instability around. So a warm morning, Tuesday morning, 66. Wednesday's also warmer at 65. But then notice what happens the later we go into the week. The temperatures are gradually dropping Thursday down to about 62. By Friday, we're down to 55. And then notice the drop on Saturday. That's 14 degrees between Friday and Saturday. So we do have a strong cold front coming through on Friday. It does bring a small chance of rain. And then Saturday decidedly cooler. Sunday even cooler, down to 35. Some of us, I think, north of Interstate 30 will be below freezing. We've already had a freeze up there, so I'm not sure we'll get another freeze warning that will be issued, but it will be frosty across many areas of East Texas. So 35 Sunday morning, slightly warmer Monday morning up to 37. Tuesday morning, 37, another frosty night. And for the 4th and 5th consecutive nights, we'll have lows in the 30s next week, just a week ahead of Thanksgiving Day. And we have this chilly air mass that builds in to East Texas. We'll show you the daytime highs here in just a second. But as we talked about, tonight will be a warmer night, mid-60s. Perhaps the air conditioner comes on, maybe not, but by morning there will be a damp feel to the air. And if you have your windows open, you'll have somewhat of a damp feel in the house. The record low for today, by the way, 17, and the average low 49. So it is supposed to be a whole lot cooler than what we will see. And remember, over the weekend, we turned our clocks back 1 hour. So instead of having a sunrise at 7:44, now the sun rises at 6:44. And of course, it is setting earlier at about 5:30. So overnight lows again tonight down into the mid-60s. All right, future skycast. We're going to pick this up Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. You've got that dense or low cloud deck across the area. It does, again, dissipate or mix out, and then you get back to sunshine and clouds, and temperatures will warm back into the lower 80s. Look at that. Little rain shower showing up there in Smith and Cherokee County. So can't rule that out. Because of that, we'll throw in a 20% chance. A couple of other very random isolated showers moving through Trinity and Houston County. Then Wednesday morning, we're looking at lows again. Similar southeast winds pumping in that humidity, so it will likely be somewhat humid again. Overnight lows will be in the mid-60s, 66 at Carthage, for instance, and 65 at Mineola. Wednesday afternoon, we're right back into the lower 80s again with southeast winds, mostly sunny skies. I don't think there's a chance of rain on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we wake up Thursday morning with temperatures slightly cooler, and Thursday is the day of change. We will eventually see winds start to switch to the northwest. It'll be late Thursday night into Friday. With that wind change and that frontal boundary also comes a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. You'll be able to see that here on the 10-day temperature trend. So highs Tuesday, 83. Wednesday, warm, 83. Remember, it's supposed to be 71 this time of the year. 79 on Thursday. Friday, here comes that front. 15 degrees cooler in the morning, 15 degrees cooler in the afternoon. 64. Saturday's high, 57. Sunday's high, 55. Monday's high, 52. Tuesday's high, 58. Wednesday and Thursday, the high temperatures in the lower 50s, some 19 degrees below average by that time of next week. All right, 20% chance of rain Tuesday. I think Wednesday, Thursday, dry. Friday with the frontal boundary, a 30% chance of rain. Saturday, we're back down to a 0% chance of rain. Sunday, late in the day, we're ramping it back up to a 20% chance of rain. And by Monday, we have a 40% chance of rain in place. We need rain. We had rain over the weekend, picked up almost an inch of rain in Tyler from those thunderstorms Friday. Of course, we still are running a deficit. We start November with that little bit of a deficit, especially when we look at the yearly rainfall total. And over the next week, we're not looking at a ton of rain, maybe a few hundredths of an inch to about a tenth of an inch along that frontal boundary as it moves in Friday. And then maybe next week, a more unsettled weather pattern is showing up. I'm going to show you the 10-day forecast, and you'll see several rain chances next week, not necessarily this week, but next week, next Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. All right, we have subtropical storm Nicole, which is forecast to become a tropical storm and eventually could become a Category 1 hurricane as it makes landfall in South Florida Thursday morning right after midnight. 75-mile-an-hour winds are forecast as it makes landfall. It will strengthen as it moves through the western Caribbean and closer to the Florida coastline. There are already hurricane warnings up that area there from Daytona Beach all the way down to about Fort Lauderdale, Miami, hurricane watch up through Jacksonville and into South Carolina. All right, take a look at, or Georgia, I should say. 2022 Atlantic hurricane season names. We just had Martin, now we have Nicole. So we have Nicole on the list currently as a subtropical storm, forecast to become a tropical storm, perhaps even a hurricane by the end of this week. All right, next chance of rain coming in with this storm system here. Again, that'll drag this little warm cold front through here by Friday. So hour by hour, it's dry. We're just cloudy in the morning. Temperatures warming into the lower 80s by 4 p.m. We think 83 for the high tomorrow, generally speaking. In our northern counties, perhaps a little cooler at Mount Pleasant, around 80, Pittsburgh around 80, over toward Dangerfield around 80, and Linden about 81. In our central counties, Longview, Gilmer, Mineola, and Tyler all in the low 80s. Henderson, Carthage, Jacksonville, Palestine, mid-80s, Deep East Texas, mid-80s, with warmer spots showing up at Crockett and Groveton. Crockett up to 86, Groveton up to 87, Hemphill up to 84, Center up to 84. Here's the Baylor Scott White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So just a 20% chance of rain tomorrow, partly cloudy. Otherwise a warm day and a high of 83. Partly cloudy, warm on Wednesday, 83. Upper 70s, nice day Thursday. Veterans Day Friday, 64 with a 30% chance of rain. Saturday is much cooler with highs in the upper 50s, then 55 on Sunday with a frosty morning, followed by unsettled weather next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Have a great night, everyone, and thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus.